All right, everyone, get ready for today's deep dive. We're heading into the world of AI. Those large language models everyone keeps talking about.
Right.
The ones that can write poems and code and even like hold pretty convincing conversations, you know.
Yeah.
You guys sent in some research papers about how these LLMs reason,
Uh-huh.
and things get a little weird
Oh.
with something called the two-hop curse.
It does sound like some kind of magic spell.
Right.
It really does.
Okay, but before we get cursed or whatever,
Yeah.
what even is two-hop reasoning? Break it down for me.
Okay, so think of it this way.
Okay.
You know, one fact, like Russ is married to Hay,
Okay.
right? And you also know,
Yeah.
like, a separate fact. Hay was born in Showing.
Right.
So to figure out where was Russ's spouse born,
Yeah.
you need to, like, make this connection
Uh-huh.
between these two separate pieces of information.
Okay.
So that's two-hop reasoning.
Okay.
You're bridging the gap between these facts.
Okay, so, I mean, we do that all the time, right?
We do.
But LLMs, like, they're supposed to be good at connecting the dots.
Right.
What's the problem?
Well, that's where the curse comes in.
Oh, okay.
So researchers have found that even the most advanced LLMs really struggle with this type of reasoning.
Really?
Yeah. They essentially flunk two-hop questions
Wow.
unless they are given very specific instruction.
Okay.
It's something called chain of thought prompting or code.
So wait, hold on. Are you saying that just telling an LLM to, like, think step by step
Yeah.
is a game changer? Like, it can't figure that out on its own.
It is surprising, isn't it?
It is.
And that's what makes this research so fascinating. It
Yeah.
seems like something an advanced AI should be able to do,
Yeah.
just kind of intuitively,
Yeah.
but it's way more complex than that.
Yeah, okay.
What they found is there's this massive performance gap
Okay.
between LLMs that are given Coty prompts and those that aren't.
So it's not just a little help. It's a huge difference.
Well, it's a big difference.
Yeah, okay, but why? What's happening inside when they get that Coty push?
So one theory is that
Yeah.
it changes how the LLM internally represents that crucial bridge information.
At bridge. Okay.
Yeah, so like in our example, the LLM needs to understand that Hay is both the person Russ is married to
Yeah.
and the person born in Showing.
Okay.
So Coty might force the LLM to create like a temporary internal file
Okay.
for Hay that links those two facts together.
Interesting.
And without Coty, it seems like the LLM struggles to make that connection.
Really?
Almost like it's forgetting what Hay even refers to
Wow.
in each of those separate facts.
So Coty is like giving it a sticky note like,
Yeah.
hey, remember this Hey person, they're important.
Exactly. That's a great way to visualize it.
Okay.
It's like without that reminder, the LLM just gets lost,
Wow. Even if it has both pieces.
even with both pieces.
Okay, so even super smart LLMs need help sometimes.
It seems so.
But why should we care?
Right.
I mean, most of us aren't like AI researchers.
True, but we are interacting with AI systems more and more every day.
That's true.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Search engines, AI assistants, chat bots,
Yeah.
they're all powered by these LLMs.
Yeah.
So if these advanced models are struggling with this kind of reasoning,
Uh-huh.
it makes you wonder
Yeah.
about, like, the reliability of all the AI systems that we're using.
So you're saying those AI assistants that seem so helpful
Right.
might not be as smart as we think they are.
Yeah, it's more about understanding that there are limitations. You know, I mean, LLMs are great at mimicking human language and following instructions, but when it comes to certain types of reasoning,
Yeah.
they can really fall short.
So, like, don't trust your AI assistant to plan your next vacation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Might book you a flight to Showing.
When I wanted to go to Paris.
Exactly. Got it.
Yeah.
It's about understanding their strengths and weaknesses
Yeah.
and, you know, using them appropriately.
Yeah.
The two-hop curse kind of highlights that while AI has come a long way, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Okay, so we know these advanced LLMs, they can stumble when it comes to connecting the dots.
Right.
But, like, what's really going on inside their digital brains?
Right.
Is this just a training issue?
Yeah.
Or is there something more fundamentally flawed with how they process information?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
That's really the heart of current AI research.
Okay.
One theory is that it's just the way LLMs store and represent information.
Okay.
Might not be, like, well-suited
Yeah.
for this kind of flexible retrieval and combination.
Okay, so how do they know?
Well,
Like, how do they know the LLM isn't cheating?
Right.
Like, maybe it's memorizing answers or finding some shortcut.
Yeah.
That isn't true reasoning.
That's a really crucial point.
Yeah.
And they were very careful
Okay.
to make sure that they were testing actual reasoning. So first they created data sets
Okay.
with completely made up facts
Okay.
about fictional entities.
Okay.
This way, they knew the LLMs couldn't rely on
Yeah.
any pre-existing knowledge or make any, like, lucky guesses.
So, like, they invented a world of fake celebrities?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And make the LLM figure out their relationships.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. So it eliminates that possibility
Okay.
of the LLM just regurgitating
Yeah.
something it had already encountered.
Right. Okay.
But they didn't stop there.
Okay.
To prevent the LLMs from memorizing specific phrases, they paraphrased each fact in multiple ways.
Oh, wow.
So this forced the models to actually learn
Oh,
the underlying relationships between the entities,
okay.
not just specific word patterns.
But wouldn't all that paraphrasing make it harder
Yeah,
for the LLM to learn in the first place?
that's a great question.
Yeah.
And it's something that the researchers considered.
Okay.
What they found was that the paraphrasing, it made the initial learning phase a bit tougher for the LLM,
Yeah.
but it ultimately led to a more robust understanding
Okay.
of the relationships between the entities.
So it's like memorizing flashcards versus actually understanding the concept.
Exactly, yeah, it's forcing those deeper connections.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they invented this fake world.
Mhm.
They made the facts a bit of a moving target.
Yeah.
What else did they do?
Yeah, what else?
To really nail down this curse,
Yeah.
they separated related facts into different documents during training.
Okay.
And remember, the core issue
Yeah.
is that LLMs are struggling to connect information that's learned in isolation.
Right.
So by doing this, the researchers ensured
Uh-huh.
that the LLM never saw both hops of a two-hop question together.
Okay.
It had to retrieve and combine information from completely separate sources. So
Like a detective.
exactly like a detective piecing together clues
Okay.
from different witnesses.
Okay, that's pretty rigorous.
It
It's
is
like a whole obstacle course for the LLM. Did they find any way to help it even a little bit without giving it the full Coty instructions?
They tried a few things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one thing they did was controlling the order in which facts were presented during training.
Oh, okay.
They were hoping to create a more intuitive flow of information.
Okay.
They also experimented with something called activation supervision.
What's that?
So imagine giving the LLM a little visual cue, like a highlighted word,
Okay.
to emphasize the importance of that bridge entity.
So like a visual, hey, pay attention to this note.
Exactly.
Did it work?
Unfortunately, no.
Ah.
Neither of those techniques really, significantly improved the LLM's ability to perform two-hop reasoning without Coty.
So even with all that effort, the curse persists.
It really does seem like they need more than subtle hints or a pre-organized flow of information.
Okay.
They really need that explicit step-by-step breakdown
Wow.
to make those connections reliably.
So if even these advanced LLMs are struggling, what hope is there for the AI assistants we use every day?
Yeah.
Are they doomed to, forever misunderstand our complex requests?
Well, before we throw our AI assistants out the window,
Right.
let's not forget that AI research is a really fast-moving field.
That's true. Yeah.
It seems like every day
Yeah.
there's a new breakthrough or discovery.
So they've uncovered this curse,
Right.
but surely they're not just sitting around, right?
Definitely not.
Letting the curse win.
No, there are some
Yeah.
brilliant minds out there tackling this head-on.
Okay.
And as we discussed Coty prompting, it's like a helpful workaround.
Yeah.
But the real goal, the real prize,
Yeah.
is figuring out how to get LLMs to do this kind of reasoning naturally.
Right, because who wants to have to spell everything out?
Exactly.
Sucks step.
It would be like having a GPS
Yeah.
that needs turn-by-turn directions
Right.
for every single trip, no matter how many times you've driven that route.
Yeah. Okay, so they're working on that.
Yeah.
But are there any outside-the-box solutions?
Well, I'm glad you asked that.
Okay.
Because this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
So some researchers are taking a completely different approach. They're drawing inspiration from how humans reason.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
We don't always think
Yeah.
in these perfectly linear step-by-step chains.
Right.
Like with Coty.
Yeah, yeah.
We can make intuitive leaps.
Yeah, yeah.
Connect seemingly unrelated ideas
Yeah.
draw conclusions based on incomplete information.
Okay, so how do we get AI to think like that?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And it's pushing researchers
Okay.
to explore these totally new models and architectures
Okay.
that go beyond the current transformer-based LLMs.
Wow.
So they're looking at ways to incorporate
Yeah.
more flexible,
Yeah.
more nuanced aspects of human reasoning
Interesting.
into these AI systems.
So it's not just about making LLMs better at what they already do.
Right.
It's about fundamentally changing how they think.
It is.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It is.
Okay, but how long until we see these breakthroughs
Right.
in the AI systems we use every day?
That's the thing about AI research.
Yeah.
It's really hard to predict
Okay.
when those aha moments
Yeah.
will actually translate
Yeah.
into those real-world applications.
Right.
But the pace of innovation is accelerating,
Mm-hmm.
and the insights gained from studying the two-hop curse
Mm-hmm.
are already informing the development
Okay.
of new models and techniques.
So what should we be looking out for? Like,
Yeah.
what are the signs that we're moving beyond this curse?
Right. So one key indicator
Yeah.
will be the ability of AI systems
Uh-huh.
to handle increasingly complex reasoning tasks
Okay.
without needing those explicit prompts like COTI.
Right. Okay.
So imagine AI assistants that
Yeah.
can not only answer your questions, but also anticipate your needs.
Ooh.
Or AI systems that can analyze huge data sets
Yeah.
and offer really insightful solutions
Okay.
that go beyond just pattern recognition.
Okay, that's starting to sound like the AI we see in movies.
Right.
But as we get closer to that future,
Right.
with great power comes
Right.
great responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The two-hop curse, while it highlights a limitation,
Uh-huh.
it also offers a really valuable lesson.
Okay.
It reminds us that AI systems
Yeah.
are only as good as the data they're trained on
Right?
and the algorithms that guide them.
Okay.
So as we develop more advanced AI,
Yeah.
it's crucial to make sure
Yeah.
that these systems are aligned with human values and goals,
Right.
that they're transparent and accountable,
Yeah.
and that they're used in ways that
Yeah.
benefit all of humanity.
So it's not just about building smarter AI.
Yeah.
It's about building AI that's better.
Exactly.
AI that we can trust,
Mm-hmm.
collaborate with.
Yeah.
And ultimately, AI that makes the world a better place.
Right.
Well, on that note,
Yeah,
I think we've reached the end of our deep dive into the two-hop curse.
that's right.
We've explored the technical details,
We have.
their real-world implications,
Mhm.
and even ventured into the exciting possibilities ahead.
It's been a fascinating journey.
It has.
And I hope our listeners
Yeah.
have come away with a deeper understanding
Yeah.
of both the limitations
Mm-hmm.
and that immense potential of AI.
And remember, this is just the beginning of the conversation.
It is.
The world of AI is constantly evolving.
Right.
So stay curious.
Yeah,
Keep exploring.
absolutely.
And who knows, maybe you will be the one to make the next groundbreaking discovery.
You never know.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
And until next time,
Yeah.
keep those minds questioning
Keep thinking.
and those imaginations running wild.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Before we throw our AI assistants out the window,
Right.
let's not forget, AI research is, a fast-moving field.
Yeah, that's true.
Every day, it seems like there's a new breakthrough or discovery.
Right. So they've uncovered this curse, but they're not just giving up, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
There are some really brilliant minds out there tackling this head-on.
Okay, good.
As we said, COTI prompting is a helpful workaround,
Yeah.
but the real prize is figuring out how to get LLMs to do this reasoning naturally.
Right, because who wants to spell everything out for their AI?
Exactly.
Yeah, step by step.
It'd be like having a GPS
Right.
that needs turn-by-turn directions for every trip.
Yeah, exactly, no matter how many times you've been there.
So some researchers are working on ways to train LLMs to do this kind of internal decomposition automatically.
What, teach it to break things down into smaller steps?
Exactly, like building a mental checklist.
Okay.
If they can figure this out, it'd be a huge step
Yeah.
in making LLMs more efficient and independent.
So they're working on that, but what about other solutions? We talked earlier about how the researchers couldn't get the LLMs to really get two-hop reasoning, even with those clever workarounds.
Well, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Some researchers are taking a totally different approach.
Okay.
They're drawing inspiration from how we reason, how humans reason.
Okay.
Think about it. We don't always think in these perfect linear step-by-step chains like Coty.
Yeah.
We can make intuitive leaps, connect seemingly unrelated ideas,
Yeah.
draw conclusions based on incomplete information.
Right. So how do we get AI to do that?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And it's pushing researchers to explore these totally new models and architectures that go beyond our current LLMs.
Wow.
They're looking at ways to incorporate more flexible, more nuanced aspects of human reasoning.
Okay, so it's not just about making LLMs better.
Right.
It's about changing how they think.
It is, yeah.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
It is. It is.
But realistically, how long until we see these breakthroughs in our everyday AI?
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
AI research is, notoriously hard to predict.
Right.
But the pace of innovation is accelerating.
Okay.
The insights from studying the two-hop curse are already helping develop new models and techniques.
So what should we be looking out for? What are the signs we're moving beyond this curse?
One key indicator will be AI systems that can handle really complex reasoning
Okay.
without relying on those explicit prompts like Coty.
Right. Okay.
Imagine AI assistants that not only answer your questions,
Yeah.
but also anticipate your needs.
Okay.
Or AI systems that can analyze massive data sets and offer really insightful solutions.
That sounds like the AI we see in movies.
Oh, right.
But as we get closer to that future,
Yeah.
with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
The two-hop curse highlights a limitation,
Yeah,
but it also offers a valuable lesson.
it does.
It reminds us that AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on and the algorithms that guide them.
So as we develop more advanced AI,
Mm-hmm.
it's super important to make sure
Yeah.
that these systems align with human values and goals,
Right.
that they're transparent and accountable,
Yeah.
and that they're used to benefit everyone.
So it's not just about building smarter AI. It's
Yeah.
about building better AI.
Exactly.
AI we can trust, collaborate with, and ultimately, that helps make the world a better place.
I love that.
I think that's a great place to wrap up our deep dive into the two-hop curse.
Yeah, I agree.
We've explored the technical details, the real-world implications, and even the exciting possibilities ahead.
It's been a fascinating journey.
It really has.
I hope our listeners have come away with a deeper understanding of AI, both its limitations and its amazing potential.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Yeah,
The world of AI is constantly evolving.
absolutely.
So stay curious, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to make the next groundbreaking discovery.
You never know.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
Thanks, everyone.
And until next time, keep those minds questioning and those imaginations running wild.
Absolutely.